Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here with another heapin' helpin' of heroism and horror, served up piping hot from the darkened deeps of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And what's on the menu today, you ask? Well, considering we spent our entire last episode grubbing around in the warrens looking for sacks of grain, we're either eating oatmeal, coliva, or some sort of wheat-based gruel. And I sincerely hope that none of our seekers have problems with gluten, or they're going to be spending the next couple missions bloated and gassy, because it's pretty tough to keep gluten-free options on the menu when the only foods available in the hamlet are giant sacks of grain and beer made from that selfsame grain. But our seekers' intestinal issues aside, we've still got quite a bit of cooking to do to get a crew leveled up to the point where we're capable of tangling with the Necromancer Lord, Swine God, and Hag Witch. As you can see, we only have 2 troopers who are even close. That's Halfcock Jack and Randolph Carter, of course. So I say we head on down to the embarkation point and see what the extra-dimensional elder chefs occupying the basements of Perfidious Manor have bubbling in the old stew pot today. Alright, so we really can't kill the Necromancer Lord. Still prohibited from that by the level 5 guys. And I can't help but notice that the Warrens, we actually don't even have the Swine God unlocked yet. Activate 3 animalistic shrines. That's interesting. What's this trinket like? Really good, actually. Really good. I like that. 10% damage for -3 dodge. That's a solid little potential trinket. We need crests and busts, mostly, I think, also. Still a few deeds as well. But portraits we also need. So this, and crests and portraits, this is looking like the best option. Common stone, we've actually left like 5 of those on the floor. Not really overly enthused with that. So let's go back into the Warrens. I mean, we went to the Warrens last time, and this is a new mission for us also. We haven't ever done 3 animalistic shrines. Should be interesting to try. So let's put together a team here. Madeline Usher used to have the right trinkets. You do. All right, Maddie's going to be our healer then. Andy, how you looking? Really good, in fact. So I think we may just go with the exact same team we had last time. Yeah, I don't see any reason to not. They did a fine job for us last time. Halfcock Jack still looking strong. So actually, didn't we had a bounty hunter last time? Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. We took a level 3 guy trying to level him up to level 4. That's right. We took Rick Deckard. Do we want to try that again? Nah, I think we take Halfcock Jack. Last time Halfcock Jack was in stress relief or something, which is why we didn't take him. So we want to make sure we've got Halfcocked and Randy in the party. And our 4, you know what? We're taking our 4 highest resolve rank troopers, which makes sense if we're trying to get guys to 5. So let's make this work. Provision a team. Oh, this is unfortunate. So we got 3 of our inventory slots already filled. That's not good. Take some food. I'm actually quite stymied like this. I'm feeling a little bit like Tara Reid when presented with a math equation. She just doesn't quite know how to wrap her head around it. Very intriguing. Alright, let's go with... Let's take 20 food. That seems appropriate. We're going to have to make do with these. We got to take a full thing of shovels. Well, a full thing is 4. Come on, Tara. 5 is more than 4. 4 is enough. Let's see here. Definitely going to take a key. Definitely going to take a medicinal herb. Definitely going to take some holy water. Now, we could do a lightless run, and considering the fact that we've already got pickaxes filling our chest, I think that's the right choice. We can save room on torches, but I am going to take 1 torch just in case we find some scrolls so that we can burn them and get rid of a quirk. If we're going dark, though, you know what? Instead of torches, let's spend what we would have spent on torches and go with 2 full stacks of food. That leaves us 15 grand, which is it's a solid sum. It's a conservative middle-class sum of extra gold lying around. I mean, it's not enough that you can retire and live like the idle rich on your own private island in the Mediterranean, but it's not like you're going to be fucking living in a cardboard box eating cat food outside of a Walgreens either. It's a nice, comfortable, middle-class amount of savings. Good enough for your retirement for you to live in reasonable comfort for the rest of your days. Also, consider a conservative investment strategy for your retirement, folks. I'm reminding you now, Perfidious Pete, let me do my public service announcement for the day. This does count towards my community service that the court mandated. For what? You know, let's not get into it. But this does count. Consider. Start retiring now. Be it a Roth IRA, a 401k, or just a more traditional vested savings account. Invest in your retirement today, folks. Life is longer than you think it is. Really, it fucking drags the shit on. Trust me on this one. So start saving early. Alright then, let's move out. And, of course, I bought a torch, and immediately I find a torch. Buy a torch, find a torch, need a torch, have a torch. I was going for a Dr. Seuss thing there, and it just completely fucking failed. Story of my life, folks. Tried it, and it failed. Check out these Oh, this is... Well, fuck, I guess... Alright. We decimated the shrine. I don't think we decimated it. Although, theory... Now, alright, I'm going to go on another diatribe here. The word decimated, folks. Stop using it to mean devastated. Or, in this case, actually, desecrated, I think is what you were looking for. Because that's what one would normally do to a shrine. You would desecrate it. Decimated, though, means to destroy 1 part in 10. That means you take 10% of something and you destroy it. It's a throwback. The etymology of that word, of course, they decimated a Roman legion. It's something legionnaires did. Deci, of course, meaning 10. But that was when they would cull 10% of a century. So they would take 10 men and murder them, typically. That's what decimated means. Devastated means to lay waste to something entirely. To decimate it means to, destroy 10% of it. And to desecrate something means to befoul it or otherwise besmirch it so that it is no longer useful. Diatribe over. But please, stop misusing decimated, because it fucking irritates the shit out of me. Alright, grammar Nazi rant closed. Let's kill some fucking corpse eaters here. Half-cocked Jack's gonna shoot one right in its little fucking lamprey mouth. Drums of Drums of debilitation. That's what I was trying to say. That's actually kind of a tongue twister. Drums of debilitation. I can't even do it. You win, words. You win. You hate me forever, and I deserve it. That's what I get for mouthing off and trying to sound all smart and grammary. Once again, life spitting in my mouth. And deservedly so, in this case. Deservedly so. Gonna get a kill. Corpse eater's down. We're not gonna finish off this swine marcher in all likelihood. Oh, nope. I stand corrected. Half-cocked Jack's gonna cut his fucking throat. That's what I'm going to stick to from now on, folks. I'm not going to try to sound highfalutin or educated or know anything about words. I'm just going to say fuck a lot. We'll just go with that. People like fuck. And, hey, fuck is a useful word. You can use it as every word in a sentence. For example, fuck the fucking fuckers. See? Works nicely. 1 shrine down, though. 2 to go. And that's good, because it was an early way for us to sort of mop up a bit of our... Is this another one? Well, shit, this mission's going along nicely. I was worried about sort of inventory problems, but it doesn't appear that we're going to have any kind of inventory problems because these shrines are all real front-loaded. I, for one, wholeheartedly support the easy dungeon layout. I like it when I don't have to work for it. Yeah. Well, never mind. I was going to say we're about to investigate a strange sack. I was going to have Randolph Carter do it. Oh, alright. I was going to say, does kleptomania, which is what triggered her to investigate that, I was going to say, if kleptomania, she keeps the map to herself and doesn't share the information with her allies, that's just a fucking dick move, but that's not how it works out. Apparently, if you klepto a map, everybody still gets the benefit. 60% trap disarm. So, of course, Half-Cocked Jack grinds his fucking eyeballs into it, because that's how Half-Cocked Jack rolls with the trap disarms, folks. He just jams his face right up against the trigger mechanism and waits for it to stab him in the eye. Which way do we want to go? Well, let's go this way. We can give Half-Cocked Jack another chance to get stabbed in the eye. Well, not this time. I guess when he only has one eye left, he starts paying attention, realizing it would be a bad thing to lose them both. Old books. You know what? Randolph Carter got a little Dan Brown here. Why don't you check that out? Most unsettling passage. Well, I have read Angels and Demons, and I'd say that's a pretty accurate assessment of Mr. Brown's particular gifts. Not to shit on Dan Brown just because it's popular to shit on Dan Brown. I'm actually shitting on Dan Brown because I don't like his work. And yes, I've read it. I mean, I'm not just like haphazardly shitting on Dan Brown. I've read most of the popular things that he has written. And, they're not bad. They're just kind of dull. I think probably the Abyssal Artillery is here. And see if we can get rid of some of these puking swine spawn before they sorority girl yak all over Madeline Usher as they are prone to do. Turns out we can't, and they're yakking on Randolph Carter instead, which is unfortunate because Randy's got quite a bit of stress here. The double power vomit certainly not helping in the quite a bit of stress department either. And I was hoping we might get lucky with a critical there, but no dice. We did get to bleed. Nice dodge from Half-Cocked Jack on hooking him where it hurts. We could theoretically stun this hog, or we could kill this spawn. They've all gone. Well, actually, no, they haven't all gone. We're not going to get the kill unless we... Yeah, let's go for the stun. We're not going to get the kill unless we get a critical. We did get the stun, though, so that's good. The Swine Reaver's never going to get a go. In fact, that Swine Reaver now has fatal damage, so we can just fucking straight up ignore him. We're going to treat him like that sort of plain girl you saw at your junior high dance that you thought about maybe pity dancing with, but then saw the hot girl that you actually liked, and so you just straight up ignored her for the rest of the night, even though she was following you with her eyes the entire time and wringing her hands, and you could really tell that she wanted to dance with you awfully badly. You're going to ignore her the same way. And I got to say, ignoring that plain girl, that was a mistake, because that plain girl probably would have put out, and that hot girl never gave you the time of day. That was a missed opportunity in your lifetime. You should have reconsidered. Should have danced with the plain girl. Or the plain dude, whatever. It's the same thing. It applies for both sexes. You know you ignored the plain guy because you were working and trying to, lusting after the hot jock, when plain guy would have been perfectly serviceable and would have, acceded to your every whim. Would have been a fantastic lover because he's willing to take instruction, not like the jock who's just going to use you and lose you. Telling you, the plain guy, that's the way to go. Also, the other thing about the plain guy, or the plain gal, whichever one, they have less options. So, it's a secure relationship. You don't have to worry about them cheating on you because they seriously just don't have as many chances. You gotta play the law of averages here, folks. Madeline Usher, you fucking greedy bitch. What the hell is wrong with you? Something to smile about? I'll be the judge of that. We do have a bandage here that we have way too many shovels. Let's get rid of the shovels because the bandage theoretically could still be useful. And, I mean, we've scouted most of this dungeon already, so we know we don't have an abundance of barricades to dig our way through. 4 shovels should be God's plenty. Anyway, relationship advice from Perfidious Pete time is over. I'm going to stop that shit. Also, you should not accept relationship advice from me because I'm possibly the theoretical worst source in the universe. Just be free with that. My own success with the ladies in love has been not good, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I really want to kill this swine marcher, so I'm gonna. Oh, nice shot, Maddie! You were one shy of a kill, which is a little unfortunate, but I wholeheartedly appreciate the damage output. Let's go for the grape shot blast. That's got the KO. You know, a breakthrough actually might not be the worst idea in the world here. You can do 7. You can kill one of these guys. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. 16 aggregate damage is fine. This is going to leave one corpse eater who's going to take a little munch at Candy. She's going to dodge out of the way. So that's no problem at all. I think we go for the facial stabbing on the spawn. Booyah! Massive critical from Randolph Carter. Hasn't got a chance to wield his knife yet this evening, and I got to say, it looks hungry for blood. But half-cocked Jack back in the front, and we have not healed once this entire mission. Feeling a little remiss about that. We probably should do it. We do have some troopers who are injured, but the odds have just been too good with the fighting. Let's continue on. We're doing fine. Let's keep going. Here's our first hunger prompt, which is good. That's a cheap way to heal then. We can patch up, get a little extra healing there without feeling too guilty about it. The spirits command you to do what? This is the thing we came to find. Or not. Also, I really wish the spirits had not commanded you to do that, because you have 77 stress now, Randolph Carter, which is way more than you need. Randy is not having a good time in this dungeon. Not at all. And he could theoretically go for the... Oh, we could put Randy in freak-out mode here if this goes badly. Yep, he's getting yacked on. Fortunately, he dodged the puke. Drums of debilitation targeting Candy Jade. Candy can take it, but the critical still putting some stress on Doctor Strange? No. Little luck there. We cut a lucky break. Some damage out of Randy is fine. We need to get Randy's stress down a bit. Also, Halfcock Jack, how is it that you have not yet gone, sir? What are you doing? I mean, what are you up to back there? It better be something really cool. I mean, you better really be up to something fucking dramatic here. Let's go for the big heal. We're going to get 9 out of that. So, I mean, like, this better be a critical, just one-shot kill here, Jack. You took your time lining up the shot, and that's the best you could do. 18 damage? Yeah, go faster next time. That sucks. 83. 17 stress then for old Randolph Carter before he goes into full-on freak mode. This could do it right here. Well, didn't critical. It's going to have him real close, though. Man, he's only 9 away. We've got to camp after this. We have no choice. So let's go for the Grape Shot Blast. We got 2 KOs. Badly damaged the Reaver. Reaver's going to Butcher's Cut Candy, which is fine. We're not really worried about that too much. She's going to fire back in kind. That's a dead Butcher. And as much as we would love to heal, we got to get this guy dead. So Madeline Usher going for the kill and getting it done. And we're going to be pitching camp right here. This is a ton of gold, actually, folks. A legitimate large amount of gold. We got to get rid of some stuff. We need that gold. 1 citrine's going to go, then. Still, oh, we need even more room. Wow. All right, then. What to get rid of? You know what? Let's get rid of the onyx. This 200 gold stacks higher, so it's the better pick. And we're going to camp right here. So let's get some stress relief. First off, 10 for everybody. Little largesse in the food department. Nosh to your heart's content. And now let's see what we can do. Now, you have abandoned hope, right? Yeah. Reduces your stress by 25. Give everybody else 5. That's fine. Let's spread the misery. Misery loves company, after all. Am I right, Randy? You're damn right I'm right. Misery does love company. Little battle trance for Candy Jade. We're going to clean guns because we always clean guns. It's possibly the single best camping ability in the fucking game. It really is. It leaves us with 5 time. 2 of that we're going to spend on Bandit Sense, which leaves us with 3. Probably... this is interesting. Bless is really good. Would we be better to bless or just go for... You know what? I think encourage is probably more important. Stress is the bigger problem here. Let's try and minimize it. Leaves us... We still have 1 time, huh? You know, having Candy Jade reject the gods is actually not a terrible idea. Is that the only ability we can still use? It is. You know what? I say we do it. So, we reduced everybody's stress overall, and Randolph got... you know, he was almost on a borderline freakout, and now he's just over half. So, probably that was a pretty solid trade. We may still have to take Randolph Carter and have him go on a little drinking binge once the mission is over, but honestly, not the worst fate we could have had come out of this. I mean, he could have gotten 9 more stress and gone into full-on freakout mode and gotten hateful or something, and just been shitting on everyone for the rest of the whole mission. I don't really want to explore this, but we kind of have to. The animalistic shrine could be in that room. Doing it now is better than doing it later. It's less backtracking. Also, how is he bleeding, by the way?
Ambushed by foul and
how are you bleeding, sir? I mean, we can fix it. You got to tell me this stuff, Randolph. You can't just like stand there with a bleeding wound and wait while it pours out of you. You gotta speak up, man. Speak up. Dinner cart. Little edible meat. Holy crap, that's a ton of food. Well, let's,
it must be carried home.
We're going to go ahead and eat a lot of that. 1, because we need the inventory space. 2, because we got a lot of injured people who could really use the food. Randolph Carter heals 2. You know what? I'm cool with that. We're going to keep 16 of this food. That'll be fine. Everybody's pretty reasonably well patched up. Get you back in the front where you belong, Jack. Although, given the slowness of your last time we had you in front, I'm not sure I want you there. Seriously, you really took your fucking time on that one, man. This is not good. We did get surprised. Okay, so that's going to even out then. Let's start off with the point-blank shot. Half-cock Jack much faster this time, doing half of that guy's life straight out of the box, which is a nice little turn of events for us. We're going to put a big heal on Randolph Carter, just to sort of soften him up. We're going to get to bleed here, or at least try it. 14 damage, no bleed, though. He resisted, but that's okay. We're going to Abyssal Artillery. Bam! 2 kills for Randy. Woo, man. Alright, so Randolph Carter doing a little of his own fucking stress relieving with that shit. And following it up with another one. Man, I'm telling you, you put Randolph Carter down in the dumps, that guy didn't fuck around. He comes back strong. We know how these work, we're leaving it alone. No more touching the big rock. You gotta throw firewood on those bad boys, and I am not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Mostly because I don't have any firewood. If I had firewood, actually, I might have thrown it on there, but we really needed the stress relief, so... Onwards and upwards, then. Still looking for that last animalistic shrine. And, of course, this one would be tough to find. They made it easy on us the first time. Now they're going to stick it to us. They brought us in with a cheap sale, and now they've bait and switched us. They said, oh, new iPhone 6, only $89.99. And then you come in there and like, oh, actually, it's not the 6. We're all sold out of those. But we've got the 6 Plus for $600. Do you want one of those? Jerks. Genius bar my ass. Although, really, kind of their bait-and-switch tactics that they get away with are pretty ingenious. I mean, Apple has more cash reserves than, like, the rest of the top 500 businesses in the Fortune 500 or something. Unburned torch. Not that we're overly interested in torches on this run. We've been doing fine so far in the dark. In the dark, like a Flyleaf song. In the dark, in the dark. Alright. Theoretically, either one of these could also be the thing we're looking for. I'm going to gamble that it's not, and we're going to go up this way. What are you? A pile of bones. We tried a bunch of things on this last time, and I don't think anything worked. Let's try a torch. Does nothing. Maybe a shovel? Does nothing. And I'm pretty sure a key isn't going to do shit. A bandage. Nope. Well, I guess it's holy water? There we go. Well worth it, actually. Well worth it.
Awarded to the brave and the
A
fool
stalwart buckle,
already
highwayman
awake.
only. That's actually what he's wearing, right? Oh, he has a drifter's buckle, which is vastly better. Alright, well that's trash then. Probably going to wind up throwing that on the ground at some point. We only have one highwayman in Safcock Jack. Oh no, wait, maybe we have two highwaymen. I don't recall.
But yonder,
Yeah, we got an empty slot now, so it doesn't matter. Here we go. Is this the thing? This is the thing we were looking for, right? It is. Fantastic. We desecrated that shrine because, fuck you, game. I am not saying decimated a shrine. I desecrated it. I didn't decimate it. You can eat a dick. I know how words work, and I'm using it the right way. Fault me if you want. I just can't help myself. Can't help myself. It's the grammar Nazi in me. It's coming out. It's in full effect, and I'm not ashamed of it. I don't care. This is where we needed the bandage, but we foolishly squandered it. I think we probably are best suited to avoid this. I don't want to leave the dungeon because we have empty inventory slots, and I want those inventory slots filled up with fucking gold. So I'm going to go look for more gold because I want a lot of gold because I'm a greedy prick. 25 damage is a fine start for this little particular conflict. Getting rent for the old gods is less of a good way to continue it, but that's going to happen now and then. I'm tempted to just kill this guy. I'm going to do it. I'm beyond tempted. This is 5 healing for Madeline Usher and 1 fewer foe for us to have to deal with in the future. Maddie, of course, going to get yacked on. The soror... Oh, God. She got a disease out of that, too. That sucks. Alright, then. Candy Jade. That gladiator is going to be 1 hit from death. Yep. 1 point away. Drums of Doom. Going to give everybody some stress. Delightful. You know what? They've all gone. Facial stabbing. Randolph Carter's going to get some of that stress back for us with a nice critical. Got 15 of it back. Not necessarily all the way home, but it helps. Andy Jade getting puked on. Picking up 13 stress. Wow, the stress is really starting to pile up. We should maybe consider getting out of this dungeon as quick as we can. Let's go. You know what? I'm going to go... Nah, not Dazzling Light. We don't want to increase the light level. Just go for the better shot. The kill, we'll Judgment. Madeline Usher is a little bit judgy. She's kind of preachy and a little full of herself. And sometimes she comes off the wrong way. She rubs folks the wrong way a lot. She doesn't mean anything by it. It's just the way she is. She can't help it. We're going to use a key on this because I have a spare, and I don't want it to be trapped. Man, the heirlooms are coming fast and furious here. Faster and furiouser than the fast and the furious. We're going to throw this on the ground because I don't want that. I do want 12 crests, though. I also kind of want this portrait. Now, let's throw these torches on the ground. We'll take the portrait. We got a lot of gold here, and I'm wondering now if I should continue on or if I'm just being a big fucking greedy pig. I should... You know what? We're going to... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come open whatever this is. We'll check out this pack, and then that's it. The pack has already been looted. Alright, that's it. I don't want to get too full-on greedy, and the stress is already a little higher on some of our companions than I'd like. We don't have any way to relieve it. Though there's a case to be made for it based on the fact that we're already going to have a lot of stress to continue piling it on. I mean, if we're going to have to do stress relief anyway, we might as well get our money's worth, right? One more fight. We'll do one more fight, because I'm stupid and don't know when I'm good enough off and should just quit while I'm ahead. That's pretty much exactly what happened, so both of these units are hugely stress-inducing. This is going to go terribly bad for us. So let's weaken this guy, if we can. Got him marked. We got him marked and debuffed. Excellent. So Halfcock Jack's going to fuck his shit up. Holy crap, he ruined that guy's universe. That was a monstrous blow, and stress relief to boot. Let's just kill him. 5 heal from Madeline Usher and the kill. We're going to get to hack this guy apart with Candy Jade. That's almost fatal damage. We got to get one more out of this guy, and he's done dealing. So, of course, he gets to go first and pile some more stress on Randy. Oh, nope, just a mark, actually, not a stress attack. Well, good. Randolph Carter's going to critical and get some stress back. And that fight actually reduced our overall stress. In addition to whatever we got out of it, which is big stacks of cash. We need busts. Shovels got to go. Keys got to go. We're taking it all. I'm in full-on greed mode now. I should quit while I'm ahead, but I don't know any better. I just can't help myself. I've got gold fever. It's fucking Treasure of the Sierra Madre time here. I can't help myself. I've got to keep going. This room will be the end of the journey, though, because I just threw all of our shovels on the floor, and we're not going through a barricade with our bare hands. That's a thing that's not going to happen. No benefit to monkeying with that, really. I've never found anything good on those. No surprise here, and this is where my hubris and greed fucking brings me down. We're going to be piling on an absolute buttload of stress on this one. Should have known better than to fall in love with you, but I can't help myself. You were hot and, you know, I was horny and drunk, and I fell too hard. I couldn't help myself. I think that was a Robbie Neville song. Should have known better. I could be wrong. You know what? Actually, I'm wrong. It was not Robbie Neville. That was Richard Marx. Yeah, I listened to Richard Marx. What of it? You had a problem with that? I liked Richard Marx. Manhattan was a fantastic album. I don't care what you say. I mean, you could say it wasn't a fantastic album, and you probably are, you know, mostly right. But I stand by my guns, damn it. Manhattan was a fantastic album. Also, Candy J just bifurcated that prick. 5 stress relief. We did all of that for 25 gold, effectively. Or did we do it for 3 portraits? Because it's possible we did it for 3 portraits. Or it's possible we did it for 3 deeds and 1 portrait. That's exactly what we did it for. We're going to throw that one on the ground. We're going to take that. We're going to leave the rest of this. And we're going to bail out of the dungeon. So all things considered, I think a pretty damn fine run. We got a lot of gold. 15,275. We took in a ton of heirlooms, many of which we needed. A lot of crests, a lot of portraits, bunch of busts. Or rather, a few busts, rather. And we picked up a nice Warrior's Bracelet trinket that will go pretty well for anybody who doesn't have any dodge, like Roderick Usher. We got an ass load of crests. Seriously, wow, that's a fucking haul. 36 of those bad boys. We got a ton of heirlooms. That was a good little dungeon trip. That was a nice little run. And we also leveled up the Warrens, and we got 2 of our guys much closer to full Resolve EXP, specifically Randolph Carter and Halfcock Jack are just a biscuit away. And in the long run, the only person who's really going to need stress relief is Madeline Usher. Halfcock Jack picking up 2nd win. That's a solid pick. Ruins Adventure, also good. Stress resist is always handy. Randolph Carter is anemic, which is a little unfortunate, but not that terrible. Backtracker, arguably, is of dubious usefulness. And Meditator. So Madeline Usher gets improved stress while meditating and while camping. It's the camping part that's important there. So let's do a little stress relief and a little bit of quirk adjudication. Yeah, it's exactly the same team that went on the last mission. Yeah, we did exactly the same thing 2 weeks in a row. I'm cool with that. So who wants stress relief? Madeline Usher wants stress relief. Before she does that, we're gonna have to steal your profane scroll. You know how this world works. We pass this shit around like a giant doobie. It's got to get puff gived. And if you're gonna go do some stress relief, we can't have that out of action while we're puff giving. So what will Madeline Usher do? Does she have any proclivities when it comes to stress relief? Well, she can't gamble. Actually, she arguably needs to go to the sanitarium as well, get rid of slow reflexes. Plutomania, Blutomania, bad humors, minus 15 max HP. That sucks. That is a disease, though, so that one may go away on its own. We're going to have Maddie go for the stress relief. She still has bad humors when she gets out. We'll deal with it then. For now, I think we'll have her meditate. Yeah, she just got a bonus for meditation, so let's have her do it. Anybody else have any quirks that we need to get rid of? Cytomania, soft sucks. It doesn't. It's okay. Diurnal is frankly shitty. That actually needs to go. Halfcock Jack is one of our premier guys. We got to have him in top fighting trim. He's going to be on the team that goes for all of the big dogs. So let's start getting rid of some of these right now. Diurnal. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Normally, I keep my light levels high, but there have been occasions lately where I've chosen to not do so for whatever reason. Anemic, that also might go away because... No, that actually won't go away. Slow reflexes sucks, too. Randy? We got... Yeah, I would actually prefer slow reflexes to anemic. That still leaves us with a solid team for any further adventuring, and our sanitarium is full, so let's look at upgrades. And when I say look at upgrades, I start with the guild just because I really like seeing that 100%. I like to wallow in my own success that way. What can I say? That's just suits my sort of self-aggrandizing nature. I like to see my own successes. 100%. I always got happy when teachers handed me back tests that had 100% on them too. Just can't help myself. I'm not ashamed of it. Wow, we don't actually... We can't upgrade our stagecoach because we don't have enough deeds. Alright then. I was not expecting that. What can we do here in the Abbey? We got plenty of crests and plenty of busts. We could do quite a bit of upgrades here. Bump our Penance Hall one.
And dogmatic rituals.
And you know what? Let's do the Cloister since we actually sent somebody to it.
Against the bloodshed.
Yeah, that looks pretty reasonable. So we're getting close to having the Abbey fully upgraded. The Sanitarium still needs a lot of work. We need a ton of busts in order to get the Infirmary, but we're only one upgrade away from a full-fledged, fully stocked Sanitarium. Tavern still needs a lot of work, but we need crests, and I just used them all like an idiot. That's okay, though. We got plenty of portraits, so as soon as we get a Hall of Crests, and crests are pretty easy to come by, we can swing back by the tavern and begin bumping it up. We don't have anybody in it for stress relief anyway, so not really a problem. In fact, Florence Nightingale is the only person on our team who even has stress. And while we're doing shit, we might as well just get rid of it. So, I mean, we've got open spots. Florence, you'll drink, right? You absolutely will. Get your ass to the bar. Have one on me, Florence Nightingale. You worked hard in the Crimean War. You deserve a nice, delicious, cool libation. Enjoy that. And while Florence Nightingale enjoys a well-deserved frosty malt beverage, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, we post episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Consider subscribing to get them all piped directly to your feed. For now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.